Okay, first attempt at making a Dutch baby, and this is what it did. Yeah. Still a bit early. Looks like that'll be tasty. I wasn't expecting it to poof that much. I got church in a little bit. I did not record very much today. I found myself to be very, very busy. Church was nice. We had a big founding anniversary event, so that was pretty cool. There was a big chocolate cake, but I skipped it honestly because I wasn't feeling like eating. I'm guessing this was store bakery chocolate cake, and it just didn't seem worth it to me. I got like a lot of people really enjoying the art that I got put up on the walls. Not even my own stuff, but just everybody was really happy to see a bunch of different stuff on there. So I got several thanks for arranging this from folks, so that was cool. I went to the store after church to grab a few things because this morning with the Dutch baby, I ran out of lemons and I almost ran out of butter. I can't deal without butter right now. Butter is absolutely necessary because I keep baking things. So, a whole bunch of those. Butter and lemons. Absolutely riveting. And I didn't get a clip of my dinner because, well, my parents got back this afternoon, but I was right in the middle of something, and my mom had made grilled cheese sandwiches with turkey in them, just a whole bunch of them, and so that was dinner. That was real basic. And I also had a whole bunch of green tea, jasmine green tea. And I've added to the list because I actually ran myself out of my loose leaf tea for that. I'll have to remember that next time I'm at the Natural Grocers. They have it in a jar there. Yeah. I'm really not sure what tomorrow's going to look like because John seemed to be feeling worse this evening. And, Bruce is just kind of ramped up to where he's not comfortable either. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep a close eye on both of them in the morning, and I might call out one or both of them depending on how they're coping. I guess I'll find out then, and hopefully the rest of my week will go a little easier. So I called my kids out sick this morning. They just were not well enough to go to school. Fine by me, because it's cold. It's cold today. And it's all drizzly and gross. And I'm out getting a grocery order. I just did the online thing and had them load it in the trunk. Fine by me. And now I'm gonna head home. I really wish I had sweatpants at this point because I popped on some leggings because I didn't feel like wrestling with jeans. Low effort. Won't see me crying about it. Stylish who? Anyway, awkward. There we go. I think that's better. I got some groceries. Because my family, I don't know, we eat a lot, I guess. And yesterday while I was at church, I got handed a small book. And my friend Kelly, who has also been in one of my videos previously, for just a moment, we were in the church kitchen talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show and possibly doing that at church. She also got handed a small book. The play is called Love Letters, and The guy who is directing the Crucible would like us to perform it in February. I got through a couple of pages of it so far, and it seems really nice, really interesting premise. Pretty low effort, as long as you kind of read through a few times and know where you want your emotions to sit, where you want your voice to be. And yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to be playing Andy. I'm already trying to think how I would do my hair for this. Make it as manly as possible. Maybe I'll dress up like Khal Drogo. So apparently this play nearly won a Pulitzer. Apparently it was in the like runners-up for this Pulitzer. Oh, my groceries are shifting. I don't like that. Anyway, this could be cool. There's a plan for a great amount of advertisements and selling tickets and money to charity and all that. With the Crucible, there were a lot of hoops we had to jump through to keep from having to pay these dues that this guy has to pay if he's going to do these things properly, but not with this. He's trying to get the congregation to spot him with the hopes they would actually make some money. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. I really hope I can do what he thinks I can do. I have a stack of John's clothes that he still hasn't gotten out of my room. He's playing video games. I'm watching some pseudoscience baloney, Ancient Apocalypse. I have a video uploading right now that's going to be public as soon as it's up, rather than be scheduled. And I guess my mom's at her Tai Chi class. Good for her. I'm having a baked potato topped with chili. It doesn't look topped with, it looks buried under, but that's because I chunked up the baked potato first. And then way too much cheese on top of that. And despite the time, it's still coffee. I read the play that I've been asked to be involved with. I finished it. It's Love Letters by A.R. Gurney. That was a lot. That's an emotional piece. It'll be interesting. I'm gonna watch some junk. I'm gonna eat some junk, and then maybe I'll do some more editing because my phone is full. I kind of miss when that bulb was like half burnt out. It wasn't as bright. I got a video up today. It's been nearly 2 weeks since I've uploaded anything, but I got a video up today. And the weekly vlog video after that is more than half done. So, I haven't been completely useless today. And, let's see, I read that play. And I handled at least one email like a grown-up. I logged into an account and checked some settings, and of course I was picking up the groceries earlier, so yes, I adulted today. And it's pretty clear that my kids have kicked the flu bug that they were dealing with, so they're back in school tomorrow, which means I need to get out there while it's 4 degrees Celsius and go get them dropped off. I don't want to do that, but I have snow pants for a reason. It's like the only reason to have snow pants in this state, unless you're, I guess, Amarillo. It's probably closer to Denver than it is to here. Really think about it. I don't know. I don't live where it's cold. I was born in a blizzard in February in Wyoming, and I haven't gotten warm since, so I will stay here. Anyway, Not a lot going on otherwise. Just editing the massive amount of footage with getting the bathroom repaired, and I've hit the point where my shelves got messed up that one day. Oh, that was fun. I forgot that I had been on a Simpsons kick. Anyway, it's actually kind of early for me tonight. Just a little bit, because I've been relaxing and editing for long enough that I've gotten sleepy. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Alright, I've had a super boring day, and that's fine. Aside from an email setting up when I'm going to give a tour of our art space at the church. That's my stomach grumbling. I haven't really done squat today. I have binge watched most of season 5 of The Crown. I'm currently on the episode talking about the Romanovs, and man, some of this stuff is heart-wrenching. Oh yeah, I did a little bit of pedicure stuff, and that's it. I got my kids to and from school. I'm not really concerned about anything else. It was cold this morning, and despite my gratuitous use of snow pants, I got cold enough to get uncomfortable. But it's dinner time, and this is diced-ish, shredded-ish beef taco with some sour cream, and there is salsa that I guess has coriander in it. My folks didn't know there was coriander in it. Then my dad was like, "Oh my gosh, don't eat that," to my mom, because there's coriander in it. Usually she's looking for the word cilantro, particularly where salsa is involved. But coriander is basically cilantro seeds. And in the rest of the world, they just call it coriander. They don't call it cilantro. Cilantro, if you're stressing the Spanish accent. Anyway, the tortillas were the refrigerated kind that you actually have to peel apart and cook when you get them home. Fresh tortillas are the best. I learned today that there is a closer approximate to a tortilla in Indian food than naan, and that is roti, R-O-T-I. Much flatter. Tortillas also poof when you cook them and then go flat. So that was neat to learn about. This is hot chocolate, and I'm going to try to finish episode 6. I don't know how many episodes there are in this season. Pretty entertaining, though. And they kind of hit on the big stuff, you know. I'm sure most of the dialogue is totally made up. Fun stuff. Oh, I'm almost out of battery. Okay. I finished season 5 of The Crown. Not bad. Kind of wish I hadn't watched like the whole thing in one day. Could have done better. I've also watched several episodes of She-Hulk this evening. That's Marvel needed fourth wall breaks. Absolutely needed. I'm kind of surprised that everybody was all complaining on social media about the twerking rather than the line of what Jennifer would do for Megan Thee Stallion. Is booty shaking really that much worse than, you know, offer to end lives? Dancing somewhat lewdly versus threats of violence. Yeah, we can't have women, you know, dancing. I'm really enjoying the show. It's good stuff. I meant to do some editing today, but if I do some editing tomorrow, I still probably end result would be the same. Whatever I was about to watch, or well, half watch, half fall asleep to, something like Inventions That Changed the World or Shook the World or something. I'm sure I'll pay attention to it later, and then I don't know, it's on Freevee. That was loud. Anyway, I have to get up in the morning when it will still be cold and get my kids to school, so, and in amongst whatever, there will be sleep. It's been a whole lot of nothing today. Thanks to YouTube, John is insisting that I had to go and get this Crumbl free cookie card redeemed for him. Trying me up the wall over here. And I said, fine, I'll go get your plastic cookie. And he swears up and down, they're the best cookies ever. I took one step into place. Smells like shortening. I can make shortening cookies. It's vegetable shortening, flour, sugar. You know, with milk and eggs, there's only so many combinations for cookies. It can't be some amazing slice of heaven that cannot possibly be recreated in my kitchen. Sorry. It's not possible. I made cinnamon rolls. Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of them gone when I get back, because, I mean, I had one. But, off I go to pick up my kiddos. Provide them with the Crumbl cookies. Crumbl with no E on the end. Y. Anyway, it's whatever. I don't know what I'm going to be making, but I guess I got to sort out some dinner tonight because my mom's going to be at class. Okay, I am finally sitting down. I threw together pizza on pre-made crust with marinara sauce. Don't come for me on this. Mozzarella, pepperoni, and in my case, bacon. Although John just wanted regular pepperoni on his. Mine got a little overcooked because it was on the top rack, and I maybe wasn't paying that much attention because I was staring at my phone. But Bruce is asleep, but there'll be pizza if he wants to eat some when he wakes up, and everything's handled. I was getting really into She-Hulk yesterday, but I'm gonna watch Inventions That Shook the World, cause I fell asleep during it last night. I found out that I can tell my invention, and over the next decade, I found out I can tell my TV to set a timer and it'll turn itself off in an hour. That'll keep me off my phone. This could up my sleep game majorly. I have to have noise or I can't relax because then I hear every little thing. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'm also having some apple juice for grown-ups. But Inventions That Shook the World. That is the name of the thing I couldn't remember when I was recording last night. Has not been a bad day. I did get some editing done. I'm going to relax for a bit. Might finish editing. Okay, it's a little bit late, but I got a pile of stuff off my bed. Not competently put away, but that's fine. He'll wait for tomorrow. It's been an interesting evening. So I was watching this show where Inventions That Shook the World or whatever. And I start dozing off and John comes in, flipping out because he had dropped his phone on carpet and the screen cracked. Ain't that always the way? Well, I've been walking around with a busted screen protector on my phone for months now. But when his broke, he just took it straight off. So I did point out to him that my having the damaged screen on this whole time has kept it safe. I've ordered replacement screen protectors for both of us. He's going to have to just cope until I get his screen replaced. But putting a screen protector on there will help keep it from getting damaged further. I hope. Anyway, then we wound up watching YouTube videos. Liam Kyle Sullivan, Mr. Epic Man. Good stuff. Oh man, I did some digging in some drawers. I have not been taking my vitamins and supplements for several months, and I've been putting off picking up amino acids, and so I just haven't been taking any of them. Not the daily vitamin, not the hyaluronic acid, not the collagen. So I'm not going to go through my whole list right now. There's a lot. And I just need to get more amino acids, collagen that I'm low on, and start putting my little daily baggie of vitamins together again. I feel a lot better when I'm taking those. So hopefully a couple of days of that will sort me out a little bit. I don't know how long the weather's going to stay this chilly. I hope it'll warm up again a little bit once we hit December. I don't want to have to wear my snow pants every day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I have them, but they kind of stick out in this area. I'm having a morning. Woke up late. Oh well. Scrambled my kids out the door. That wasn't actually too difficult. That was not the worst. I look like I've been catching punches to my face. Yeah. It's the dry air and running the heater that'll do it. I'm gonna go fill the church pantry box. Get my kids to school on time. And then I'm going to go hit H-E-B or Walmart. And John has asked me to handle some sweet potato pie. I don't think he needs a whole pie to himself. And he criticized me on my ability to say sweet potato. Because apparently I say it funny. My grandparents are from backwoods, Alabama, bless your heart. We talk weird. There's really no excuse. My other grandparents are from backwoods, Indiana. My mom has certainly traveled a lot. Her dad was Air Force. They were in Australia for a bit. Yeah, she still didn't know very much about fairy bread. She was 12. She should have known. It's not important. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go load up the grocery box now. I don't want to make a sweet potato pie. It's fine. It's fine. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. I have not gotten as much stuff done as I would have liked today, but I did go to the store and I got a lot of Thanksgiving stuff in preparation for Thanksgiving, which is in a week. Oh. So I'm completely prepared to make a ridiculous amount of pie. An absurd amount of pie. All the pie, whatever. Strawberry, caramel, apple, cherry, pecan, pumpkin, sweet potato. I'm not having any sweet potato. I'm not doing it. I'm I'm very tired, and John had a really stressful day dealing with some kids he's doing a group project on who are apparently acting like 5-year-olds and leaving him to do all the work. Yeah. I told him he's not going to get any baloney out of me if he decides to let the group tank themselves and get a failing grade on that project. So, it's dinner time. It's a little early, but whatever. I'm having a diet citrus green tea, and I threw a frozen lasagna in the oven, which is the most effort anybody's gonna get out of me right now. Except maybe I'll finish doing my laundry. I did start a load of wash before I left to go get the boys. I'm gonna watch Inventions That Shook the World, and then John, who has been watching Breaking Bad, would like to make some blue rock candy to give some to a friend. So anyway, okay, my evening got interesting in that John wanted to make some rock candy in the kitchen, and it had to be blue. So we did that. We combined a cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of water, 1/2 cup of, yeah, it was a 1/2 cup of, no, we combined a cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of water, 6 tablespoons of corn syrup, and blue food coloring, and heated it up to 300 degrees. And after it cooled, yeah, it looked like glass. He's gonna take some to school tomorrow and give his friend. It looks like broken glass. Yeah. He's also got some for this assistant principal that he really likes. So I can't wait to hear how that goes. I offered to, like, it's like we've got some strawberry flavoring, we've got some root beer flavoring, we have some apple flavoring. It tastes good. Nope. Straight up sugar. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Of course, this required running into town, but now I have the corn syrup I need for a pecan pie later in the week. Well, next week. I gotta get some sleep because I am having a hard time staying awake. I had a pretty easy morning. I got up a little bit early, made a Dutch baby, took my kids to school. I straightened my hair. There's not much difference, except for my lack of color is definitely showing. I just finished giving a tour of the church to some art people, so hopefully I've answered enough of their questions about our weird kind of interfaith-ish congregation. And this is our wall space. You want to put stuff on our walls, so hopefully they'll be like, yep, here's some artists to put art on your walls. And we'll be like, cool beans. And I guess we're gonna try to have a time when we'll open it up like an actual venue. This is fun. So they start talking money. I'm like, I really don't know how any of this works. Do galleries charge money for artists to put art on their walls? Apparently no, they usually just make a percentage. And like, well, we weren't doing this to try to make money. Then there was insurance questions. Luckily we had somebody else there who knows more on that stuff than I do. I don't know a whole lot about how the money side of the congregation works, but I just know that we're pretty stable because I did look at the annual budget. Church stuff is hard. Anyway, we're not totally incompetent, and we're not super judgmental, and they were like, They, of course, asked, you know, like, how comfortable would we be with works of art that contain nudity? Well, we don't want to be the people who say that we don't want that here. It'd have to be pretty in your face, pretty blatant. What am I looking at? Come on, for us to say no. I mean, we've had some stuff up before, previously, and nobody complained. Yeah, we're not big on censorship. So, looks like we're moving forward with this stuff. Looks like this thing is happening. Looks like stuff is going. Anyway, I have an awkward amount of time. So, I'm going into the Mexican market. The taqueria, carniceria. What? Fruteria. I'm getting churros, okay? I'm gonna get a bag of churros. Because it's so much fun to poke my kids with them and then hand them a churro. I'll be like, okay, here you go, pan dulce. Also, I really want some churros. But I'm gonna look and see if they have a bag of pan while I'm in there. Pan is like a pre-cooked, then dried cornmeal stuff that you use for making. Why is there an anonymous sticker? There's a Guy Fawkes mask sticker on the clothing and shoe donation container. Well, it is November. Anyway, it's not just churros. I want arepas too. Arepas? Arepas? I can't remember the proper word for it, but basically it's a cornmeal nugget stuffed with cheese and you fry it. Whatever. I had to do my little presentation and stuff, so the stress is setting in. The temperature's gonna drop. Also, I was already kind of stressed because nobody likes to talk to their ex-spouse. But I guess he's doing better after having had the virus, and the boys had wanted to know where they were going to be this weekend, so of course grown-ups need to talk. Churro time. It's churro time. Okay, slight mini haul time, right? Oh no, oh no, oh thank goodness. Okay, the cashier did not put the heavy bag of pan on top of churros. I got 5 churros, because I expect the boys will each want 2, and I really need to make do with 1 to behave myself. However, I realized that this package of Cheetos is clearly not marketed for your average American consumer. So I had to check this out. This is Cheetos Torciditos. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I believe with the red coloration that this is going to be a hotter Cheeto than what you usually get. Excess calories, excess sodium. I can certainly tell from that. You're not supposed to be eating these. That's really sad that when they Hencho in Mexico, that they put warning labels on this stuff. That I don't get these big stop signs to tell me, hey, don't eat that. Of course, American food, those should just be slapped on everything. I also got each of my kids, although I will eat Bruce's if he doesn't want it, arroz con leche. Arroz being rice, con leche with milk. There's a subtext with milk being and sweet. Yeah. La dolce consumable, looks like. But it's a rice pudding. That brown stuff there is cinnamon. You can see like little bits of rice. I got some video that also showed flan. Yes, it's spelled flan, but it's flan. For anyone who's not familiar, that is a custard with caramel sauce. And it's delightful. There's a lot of flavor. I can go home now. I would be lying if I said I was having an easy evening. What the heck is going up with my hair? It's like all lumped on one side. I still don't know what I'm taking to church for the congregational, no, potluck. I'm having a potluck. I don't know what I'm gonna bring. Probably something with too much sugar and a whole lot of butter in it. That does seem to be the way I go. Anyway, it's dinner time. I folded a giant stack of laundry that was right here. Despite the fact that John was snapping at me like the whole time. We're good now. But he's on thin ice still and he doesn't get why. I'm like, you come at me like this for this long, I'm gonna get upset. This is a maple coffee with oat milk and my sugar-free syrup, caramel syrup. I'm hoping that the heat, the lack of any dairy in it, will help with congestion, and the caffeine will help with my headache. My headache and feeling frantic. And it's dinner time. So here is a burger with honey mustard and low sugar barbecue sauce on the bread and some American cheese. This is sour cream and cheddar Lay's, and these are the Mexican Cheetos I picked up earlier. The flavor is kind of like a halfway point of spicy rather than spicy Cheetos. It's like more like taco flavored Cheetos. I think it's a good halfway point. I think it's a good balance. You can still taste the cheese under the spice. John doesn't like it. John likes his flamin' red. I was watching Inventions That Shook the World, but I'm gonna find something else to watch. Okay, I wound up watching a lot of TV. I'm still not caught up on Outlander, but that's okay. I was really only able to focus for a couple of episodes. I don't know. I started thinking about jackalopes again. My favorite cryptid, and they exist. And I will absolutely fight anybody on that. I took my meds. I drank some water. I don't know. I talked Thanksgiving plans with my mom. I have a feeling it's going to be a long week. And probably a long weekend before we even have the week properly started. But that's fine. I'm relaxing today. I don't want to be. I'd rather be doing something else, but I'm mostly relaxing today. I made a big pot of cornmeal porridge. Had a couple of bowls of that. Put the rest away because it reheats really well. It's just a pain in the neck to make it in the first place. So I made it like a batch and a half. I don't know what I'm going to take for the potluck tomorrow. I handled some dishes. I got a load of laundry running. I guess I could be doing some editing, but mostly I just don't want to do anything because it's cold. I am not suited for the cold. Ugh. At dinner time, I had Sloppy Joe's, chips, and I split this beer because I can drink the whole thing myself. Okay, I tried to get a little editing done, but it wasn't much. So I wound up watching Shoresy. And then I wound up watching more Game of Thrones. Of course I did. It's Game of Thrones. And then for some weird reason, John decided to run in here with a whole bunch of water on him, demanding hugs. And I was like, no way. I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be, catching whatever dampness you've got all over yourself. I don't know if he was goofing off with the sink or if he was joking around with a bottle of water, but either way, we are definitely in the holiday break now, and he was acting up. I told him he could have a hug when he gets dry. I'm not doing this. The potluck is in the morning, and I still have no idea what I'm going to make. But that's okay. I'll figure it out. Thanks for sharing my week with me.